You guys, we got a brown bunny, we got a black bunny, and some squirrels hanging out. Whose pet bunny got out? If you're missing a black bunny, there it is. What is going on, you guys? Connor O'Reilly here with Team OTB Discs, Cardinal Disc Golf with Loop Bags. And today, I'm just out here to have some fun, play some disc golf, do a little course collecting. This will be course number 185 to me, thanks to you, Disc. Not only for its stat keeping on each individual round and how you're playing, but also how many courses you played, how many aces you've recorded. A lot of cool things U-Disc has to offer as a player. We're here at White River Disc Golf Course, just outside of Seattle. We're gonna do a quick little warm up, start tossing some discs. We got a beautiful view here for hole 1. Some old growth stumps, spotting in the fairway. A little bit of a drop off behind the basket. Is that where the river is? I believe so. Okay, there's a river back behind the basket there, so you gotta have distance control here on hole 1. We love it. And because of that, I'm gonna go with my blue, slightly flippy Faith. I'd like the Luna as well, but I think that one has more risk of going deep. So I'm just gonna put this out there smooth on a little bit of a turning line. Straight out the car? Come on. We got the touch. We got the Faith. OTBDisc.com. Best approach backhand disc out there. As you can see, you got these beautiful stumps like I mentioned earlier. These big cedar stumps. And check it out. Easy little park job to start us off with that Connor O'Reilly Faith. Bing, bang, boom. On to the next. Got a feeling these things are going to be clutch out here. It is thick. There's a blue and there's a red layout out here. I'm going to play the blue today. Playing 18 holes. I think I saw that there's 27 possibly. It looks like there's 7 of them that maybe aren't in play during the winter. So I don't know if it's still considered winter. Maybe it's not till like the summer when it's dried up and you can play some of the lower holes by the water, I'm guessing. I'm not really sure. I'm going to go zone here. 309, slightly to the left out of your view. Just looking for baby flex. All right, hit that baby flex. I think I beat the tree trunk a little bit. Gonna be a long putt, but we were right there on line. There's a campground right here. I can smell s'mores going. You got the beautiful trees. Got the ivy climbing up into the canopy. This place is gorgeous, no doubt. So far, loving it. Had the right idea with that line, just needed to be about a foot right and another foot up in the air, and I probably would have got myself into circle 1. First circle 2 putt of the day. You know, we wake up like Curry though. We wake up like Curry though! Where's the hesitation? Run it in, bud. You knew that thing was in there. Come on. Uh-oh, we're here to play. We're here to play today. Hole 3, par 3, 358. I know it's left of these trees based on the tee sign, or at least left of that big tree trunk that you can see down there. So I'm gonna play a faster disc with that late low ceiling. Try to get some late ground play. Skip it around the right side of that tree. Nuke OS. Crushed it. Well, smash that drive a little bit deep. I probably should have played it higher and obviously more inside. Get it to crash into the trees. Stay up. Ooh, line was on. You know, it's one of those tap outs I didn't feel like I needed to film, but then I looked around at my surroundings and said, yes, I need to share this beautiful piece of the US with you guys, even if for a 13-footer. Hole 4, looks like we're playing the B pin straight ahead, 430. There's a mandatory, you can see the orange ribbon right there on that set of trees, keeping you left. Otherwise, I was eyeing that big spike hyzer, or the kind of stretch hyzer. Instead though, I don't want to just play the chip shot and play this one for the easy birdie. I want to try to eagle it since they're calling it a par 4. So I'm going to play flippy hatchet, get it down to the ground on a cutting roller, trust that its understability will get me where I need. Okay, I need it cutting a little bit. Now we get that little bit of pop out. You know, it's a long look. I got a jump putt. Probably better than an air shot would have ended up though, so learn your roller skids. Okay, I didn't even realize, but we have an island green situation. I really like this hole now. Now I understand why it's a par 4. It's a really good one actually, because you can throw a great drive. Roller probably was a bit aggressive. I'm glad I flipped out early. Still gave myself a chance. Ring it up for a 2. Push, push. Oh, felt so solid, you guys. Thought I wrong one for y'all. Now the first one's a little straighter, so that's why I chose it. Gave it a bid. Hole 5, par 3, either 225 or 260, depending on the pin that it's in. Either way, it's way in the right. Wow, okay. I'm guessing that's the longer of the two at 260. But it's gonna play quite a bit longer. The way you gotta skip the disc way in there to the right. And because of that, I'm gonna take my Opto X stiletto, try to maximize my skip, because it's gonna be really hard to get right of this basket. No danger in overskipping. That feels really good. Oh, even then I got kind of a muted skip, so good thing I chose the fast rim and got something out of it. I mean, yeah, look at that. With a little bit of a skip, Opto X stiletto still circle 2. This one requires a lot of movement on the ground. Might even be like a paper plate flippy putter roller style hole. Got a new slot in the bag. Might have to fill for this course if I ever come back. Just outside the circle, low ceiling, makes me want to go jump putt here. Make sure I can get the pop on it. You gotta pop it though to get the pop, you know? And there's that ceiling I was worried about. First one had the alignment, I just didn't quite give it the velocity out of the hand. This is actually a really tricky putting stance now. It's a tricky green. But it can't trick me. Hole 6 appears to be a par 3 on the tee sign. Ooh, from this blue tee though, probably almost never gets two'd. I'm gonna throw a roller. I think it's my only chance of like realistically getting one down there. This tree right off the tee makes it hard to get the angle you need to actually get under that ceiling and fight right the way you need to. The basket's way down there, low ceiling most of the way. Really over difficult hole, I would say. I think it could be refined from this long box. Might be a good one to play that red tee on if you're not obsessed with playing the same layout. But I'm gonna try to make it happen here. Hatchet magic roller. Yeah, I was relying on luck at that point and didn't have it on my side. I don't know if there's enough luck for a hole like this though. The late day sun in the Pacific Northwest with the ferns. Someone commented on the last video saying they keep waiting on a dinosaur to pop out. Something like that. And you know, that's the vibes. Absolutely. So you guys, I hit these trees. You're somehow supposed to either throw like a crazy stable flex that fits through here to get down to that basket, or just weave through this late low ceiling. I don't know. Pretty tricky design on this one. Don't love it. It's a beautiful part of the property though, and I would probably play the red tee if I was to play it again. But even then, red tee kind of looks garbage too. Just being real with y'all. I'm gonna go purple fresh faith. Try to chip in the little hyzer backhand. I don't know if that leaning tree will allow me to, but we're going to try our darndest. Oh, it's way too short. Nothing darned about that. We'll go for par though, and take what everyone else does on this hole who plays it well. Y'all say what's up to the homie. Speaking chipmunk for him. See? That's why he's comfortable. With the stuff in the downswing, definitely a true northwest putt right here. And I let it freaking bother me. This little tiny tickler. Just gotta keep your focus on the chains because it's not gonna do anything. And if you do that, you'll make the dang putt. Goodness gracious. Don't see through your hand. See through your eyes. Well, y'all gave a stroke back on this one. That's for sure. Talking of freaking tree planters, this guy's the ultimate now. Okay, hole 7, 302 feet across the way. You can see a big stump on that hillside. Basket's just left of that. I'm gonna jam on the zone here. Color shift, OTB. Should be perfect stability for this nice hyzer. Just left of the pin there. We'll have a putt. Definitely gave it too much height though. I'm sitting here walking down the trail wondering, okay, why does it say DCK on U-disc for this hole? Meaning, I'm guessing duck. This is what I thought, duck for cover. No, there's a freaking duck log. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I love it. The creativity, they've painted it obviously. That is amazing. Yes, you guys, absolutely yes. Not only do we have the guardian duck, we've got this magnificent big stump right here. Some beautiful trees with their elevated roots. And then we got this freaking wellspring of life and death. How cool is that? It's like as tall as me in there. It's like 6 feet down at least. Okay, looks like my shot caught either the hillside or the trees or a combination of the two. It's a nicer collection zone than I expected. I thought it might have a chance of being 40 feet away. We got a little lucky. I don't really like the way this tree is kind of in the way for the weight shift of the regular putt. You know what? It's fine. It won! It wasn't even there, man. Come on. I got body control. It's either 187 or 225. Either way, out of sight, out of mind. This thing looks really hard to get to. I'm gonna go chupacabra. Just try to get some crazy skip. Or honestly, I'm gonna throw forehand roller with the flippy hatchet. I think that's the best play here, legitimately. Oh, might have just outsmarted the hole. Love it when a plan comes together. Could maybe be cute just to have a basket like right here, aceable, you know. Instead, they got it sillily, that's right, sillily around the corner, where no one's really gonna to it unless you throw a lucky forehand roller. So, could be better, that's for sure. Red tee looks at least to be half decent. Try to chip this one in. Or just lay it up. Player B's got our back. No, over adjust. Beautiful little bowl of a tee area though. You can feel the humidity and just the cool air. All these mossy tree branches. It's like a tree cathedral in a way. This is my church right here. We love a lined path. Got the stones showing you the way. I think if the rest of the course had at least a little bit of this, over time it would really make the traversing from hole to hole easy. There are these tee markers with the arrows, but the rocks would just be another layer, not only of beauty, hopefully erosion control over time because it keeps people inside those lines, but also just ease of play. Hole 9, par 3. Straight ahead. Narrowest gap yet, I'd say. Maybe only 7 feet across here. You gotta get through that gap. Fade gently left over the field of fallen logs. It's either 275 or 324. I think it's probably the 324 one. So I'm gonna go Captain's Raptor. There's one tree through this gap in the middle that I'm really trying to beat just left. Okay. Flew clean the whole way. First time playing this hole. Who else in the world who's played this course can say that? None of yous. Rocks acting as a bed on trees also. Big time vibes. Fallen logs. Can be a good obstacle. Create some good dimensional lines for your eyes to see down the fairway, which makes holes more enjoyable and more of a specific challenge. If you got a log you got to clear at X distance. Found our way to the high left side of the green, but we got a framed up putt, and you know we love that shit. Oh, it's a massive frame. This is not a frame, this is a doorway. You got options in a doorway. But here on the Cardinal Riley YouTube channel, the only option is to birdie. Currently 4 down through 9 holes with the bogey. And with my skill set, anytime I play a new course, obviously there's going to be a little bit of leeway for, okay, I didn't really take the time to fully scout the hole. But even then, I always try to at least stay bogey free if I can. And if I get hot, I always feel like I can press for a course record. So let's try to scorch out the back 9. Pushing hyzer here. I'm going back to that color shift zone. This one feels like the exact width I wanted. See how close we are. I think just through the tree line there, you can hear the running river, the White River, I'm guessing it's called, since it's the White River Disc Golf Course. Looks like there's a hole on the U-Disc that I saw eventually that we're going to have the water right behind the basket. So I'm excited to play that one coming soon. Seems like a pretty strongly flowing river, so who knows? Could risk losing one. You guys might have a freebie out here. But now we're going to throw it perfect, park it, whatever it is. But I came on here for this clip, that's it, just to talk about how much I love the ambiance of a running river and some birds. That's the only stuff I hear out here. It's truly refreshing, relaxing, amazing, and allows your brain to actually decompress and unwind a little bit. Sometimes in life we don't realize how much stuff we're blocking out while we try to focus on whatever is at hand. We got the traffic noise outside, the sirens, the TV static, so many different things that we have buzzing in and out of our ears throughout our life, and sometimes we can't really choose to turn it off. So if you can find that place around you, even if you live in the big city, where you can at least get a semblance of that relaxation, you can take a deep breath, feels like it's fresh air, you're not breathing in the smog. Find that place near you, whether it's a little local park, even if it's just one row of trees that you can walk in and just feel one with nature for a moment. I think it's so healing and really relaxes you on a deeper level. Only 240 here in the 11th, but it is so narrow. Not really a good backhand option unless you weave it through this little tiny doorway. I guess there is a skinny hyzer if you really want to throw one for fun, but this wide shot for either the lefty backhand or the righty forehand is going to be the most advantageous. I'm going to take Chupacabra because I'm once again just looking for a huge amount of skip to the right. Yeah, this hole is a little bit brutal from the long box, not gonna lie to you guys. Kind of a luck fest. We got a long putt because I squared up this last tree before the basket. Now that I see it, I guess it's not as much of a luck fest as I thought. This tree definitely feels like you gotta get a little bit lucky on if you're gonna park it, but you can push the backside of it or be inside of it, so I think you can kind of play for either of those two through the gap. Something to know for next time. So low. The line was money, the spin was money. Never got it up. We have arrived at the river. I'm not sure where this tee box is supposed to be. I see, looks like we tee off the road here for the red. Is the blue tee in the water? See what you just think. Okay, it appears that that last red tee on the road is just something that's used on the summer layout, or maybe a hole that we're not playing for this current layout, since I'm playing the blue winter 18. I'm gonna need to scout this one because it could be anything from 469 to 300. I want to make sure to set myself up for success, so let's get a little exercise. Okay, up here I see it on the right, on this plateau, if you will. Out of bounds road on the right to deal with. Looks like it shapes for a just a slowly drifting backhand that's moving to the right. Probably thinking Luna, but let's wait till we get to the tee. Oh, Luna's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go forehand, I believe. 305 should be a good distance for me to flex on the Justice. Let it fight out. All right, there's that little bit of fight out. I feel like we're pretty close. The Justice sneaks past the large leaves of this maple. Massive leaves. For the pork drum. We at the pork. Hitting chains, no sparks. We got water nearby, but there ain't no sharks. Okay, liking the looks of this one. Playing near the open walking path area. Out of bounds walking path on the left. 304. Tucked into the trees on the right side. Downslope to the river on the right, so definitely do not miss right. Make sure to get a look at this one so I don't just go willy-nilly. Rolling to the river. Rolling. Rolling. Oh, they got this thing precariously perched. Oh man, I almost want to put the catch cam down there so I can see where my disc lands, but okay, I need to make contact with just the top of the hill, slide it down, or ace it. One of the two, otherwise, woo-wee. This one could be tricky. I'm debating between forehand and backhand in my head right now. I kind of like the backhand shape for the fun of it. Let's try to give me the ace. I know forehand's pretty safe. 304. I'm gonna go with the faith. Blue buddy. Should be the perfect distance to give me a ability to run it, but not really go too far past. Okay, is it gonna slide? No, just kind of nosed it into the top of the hill there. Sputtered out. I'm gonna try one more with my rubber blend zone. See if I got that action on the forehand. That one feels pretty solid. Also caught the top of the hill. Both safe, accurate, good misses. It's a miss though. For those of you disc golfers who help out your local course and know about creek crossings versus bridges, this is a certified bridge. That thing gonna cost millions. And here we are. River running in the back. I'm gonna bring you guys right on up close and personal. Right here at the source of this lie. Super cool to see just the rushing water in the back of your chains waiting for you if you're not able to capitalize. Gotta love the challenge and embrace it. Gotta love the challenge and embrace it. Come on. Ain't no cannonballs happening here. Not if I ain't getting in. Easy bird. Who's scared of what? Love that hole. One of the many things that I've loved about doing bonsai recently has just been how much more in tune it's brought me to the world around me and made me notice all these little things that I've been witnessing my whole life but never really taken a second to understand, like how pretty much any ground cover plant, most of the flowers last a day, 2 max, and they're gone. They produce another one, so when they're open, they got to be pollinated right away. Something cool I never really noticed, never really knew how long a flower might last. And they last longer for certain species, but for the most part, that's kind of what you can expect. I think I missed my path. I'm over here yapping. Also, like I mentioned with that common stork's bill, this pink flower right there with the little leaves coming off on the bottom side that look kind of like maybe like the celery stalk leaves. I've seen now that plant growing in so many different states this year, and just to see all the variants that it can have in one single plant based on its environment, based on not only the size changes, the coloration, and just kind of how long the internodes are, a lot of different things that switch up based on where it's growing. And yeah, it's just a super cool little side effect of doing bonsai and paying more attention to the natural world around me. Hole 14, 350 feet. Right up there on the left. There's that big tree, you can see the leaves dancing. Got to get left of that one, so that's a good benchmark. Going fossil Pokemon cap wrap. One more look just to visualize what I need. Give ourselves the biggest chance of success. Oh man, the height was really good. The width was too much though, but good angle. 2 out of the 3 things right means we got an opportunity. I love when you have the contrast of the storm clouds in the back and the sunshine hitting the canopies near you. As we get down here, we get into a little grove of madrone trees, similar to manzanita, the way the bark looks after they peel, but they have much bigger leaves. Super cool to see the diversity down here. And I thought that's what this big tree was, waving. Actually, it's not. Not madrone. Y'all let me know. I'm tripping. What are these, elm trees? I'm not sure. Though, if I really wanted to know, I can take a picture of it, go to Google, tell it where I'm at, and I can find pretty much what I'm looking at with a little bit of research minimum. And so if you ever want an answer, go get it. Don't settle for anything less than the answer you're looking for in life. We live in a day and age where you can have that. As long as you got a cell phone in your hands, you're capable of learning so much. So don't just sit there and doom scroll. What do you love? What are you obsessed with? Go learn something about it tonight. Can't tell if I'm in or outside the circle, so I'm just gonna pretend I'm in kind of a high floor putt with this branch under me. Gotta time out the gusts. Oh my gosh, I had to like draw it on a little bit of a Matty O line, but need to practice it more apparently. Comes in handy sometimes to have that little chest spinner. I did that on purpose, put it on the basket on that angle, knowing that these baskets absolutely hate that angle. I just wanted to see what happened. So I'm gonna count that as a par, or if you want me to go back and remake that, I will, just to prove to you that I would have made it. See, told you. Okay, we got a straight ahead shot here for hole 15, slightly to the right. You got some room for a turnover backhand or a forehand. Out of bounds walking path long. I need to birdie 3 of the next 4 to get to 10 down. That's a good goal. Try to get double digits. I'm gonna go Luna turnover here. Listen for chains. Honestly though, listen for them. Woo! Just right, but that should be putting. Okay, I might have caught one of these last treetops before the basket here. Just inside the circle. Bit of a low ceiling. Gotta make sure to get the pop on it. Oh my gosh. Hit the branches of the low ceiling. I thought about getting to a knee. Probably should have. Give myself more room to work with, so I could putt more of my comfortable stroke, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Sometimes you wonder, what is player A even doing? Okay, got a birdie out to get to that 10 down mark that we're looking for. 310 feet here. On a little bit of a force over Annie that maybe even fights out a little bit. So I'm gonna play Envy instead of Luna, so I can make sure to have that little bit of bite back. I usually go power grip on the Envy, but for this one I think I'm gonna go a nice full firm fan grip with a little bit of turn. Should range out perfectly. Oh, that felt really good out of the hand, but it's gonna be a little deep and right. We're gonna have a putt over there. I didn't expect it to hold the angle the way it did, but I got a good pop on it, so should have played a little bit more nose up. Oh, it does look like there is a par 4 position. I really like that. Looks like a good hole. Should have tried that one out, but I didn't know. Didn't know, y'all. There we go, player A. Way to lock in, dog. Way to lock in, player A. Well, you guys fumbled that last one. I was supposed to play the par 4 apparently, but didn't really realize till I was inputting my score just now. So I'm gonna take that L. This one's 464 feet straight ahead into the trees. I'm gonna bomb Kobe Bryant. Well, y'all, I thought I had sawed it off so bad to the left, but turns out the basket was not where I thought it was over there. It's right here. So, turns out we were just a little bit short. Decent line, though. Fade. Oh, stuck it for the 2. Kobe Bryant. It was all you, bud. One hole to go. Blue 18. Blue 18. Blue 40. Blue 18. Zap. This one, you gotta get way left. You just got about 374. You have to use some of this airspace that you have over on the right side as a right-hand player and really swing the disc. I'm gonna go Halo Star Boss. You can also go backhand roller as a lefty, or forehand roller probably plays decent as a righty player. I'm gonna try to sweep that boss over there. Oh, it's so wide, you guys. Squared the tree on the deep side of this one. I'm gonna try one more at the Nuco S just to see if I can hit the line right. Oh yeah, that feels really good. Probably should have played a better shot on the first one, you know? Well, someone lit off a fireworks, scared me half to death about 60 seconds ago. So let's try to end with our own fireworks here. Toss one in. Come on, go in. Oh, you guys, that was such a good bid. On the elevated pin, had the height, had the speed. Just a little bit left. Okay, here's a look at that Nuco S shot. Right there, putting for bird. And of course, you know, when you try to run it on an elevated basket, you're gonna have consequences on the comeback. So I'm glad that we got a testy one to finish us out here at White River. That's why you do a test run. Had some little roller logs under me, cartooning me out. Not today, Junior. Gotta have that back foot planted, and you gotta push off it, buddy. Oh. And I guess that's why you elevate your final basket. So you make the players who haven't putted on an elevated basket all day have a little extra layer of struggle. Bro, what kind of spit out is that, man? These things don't catch anything. Thanks you guys for joining. This was White River Disc Golf Course number 185 for me. And yeah, just a fun little practice round. Gave it away in my greed. One more stroke, that is. Finished 7 down. Not too bad for a course I've never played before. With some blind locations and some dull baskets that are hard to see where exactly they are. All in all, thought the course was pretty enjoyable. Definitely had room for improvement, but for the most part, not too many head scratching holes. Most of them made good sense and were fun and created a different variety of challenge. But I think this definitely has the property. You could make a really sick layout, run a great tournament here if you're able to make a big challenging 18. But as is, fun place to play, good variety for practicing. Thanks you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.